feet are hip width. Gently close the eyes. Taking a few deep breaths in, allowing those thoughts bouncing around your brain to slowly slip away, leaving you with a clear and focused mind, leaving you here in this space, in this present moment, allowing you to bring some healing energy into your body, allowing you to loosen up, allowing you to de-stress. Feeling the bottoms of our feet pressing into the mat, our toes slightly spread out, each little toe anchoring us into the mat. The balls of our feet and our heels pressing into the mat. Shoulders relaxing, hips relaxing. All right, let's take a nice big deep breath in. We're going to be circling our arms up above our head. Deep breath in, circling those arms up. Palms touch in the center right above our head as we exhale, dropping our hands down through the middle. Deep breath in, circling the arms up, slowly drawing that breath of fresh air into our lungs. Palms touch here at the top, exhaling down through the center. All right, one more deep breath in, circling those arms up. Palms touch in the center, exhaling down through the middle. You can step those feet out a little wider. Toes can be pointing forwards, they can be slightly turned out, whatever feels good to you. Let's bend those legs, sinking into the hips, sinking into the knees. We're gonna circle our hips here. Right now, don't worry too much about isolating the upper body or the hips. Just kind of let it go around. More focusing on spinning the hips here, circling the hips. All right, let's switch directions, circling the opposite way. Really letting yourself sink into this movement, really letting go. This is really gonna help us loosen up those hip muscles, loosen up our leg muscles. All right, so now we're gonna try to keep our hips a little still. Bending those knees, sinking into those legs. Now we're going to be circling our torso. Again, don't worry too much about isolating this upper body and keeping the hips super still. We just really want to make sure that our back and our spine, we want to make sure that all of that is warming up. That's going to help us prevent injuries. And that's going to help us sink deeper into our poses later on and just really get the most out of this. All right, switching directions, circling the opposite way. Still breathing. All right. Lifting that right arm up above our head, deep breath in, bending over the side. I'm gonna keep my left hand right here on my leg. That's gonna help you create a little bit more stability in this pose. Sometimes if we cross our arm over, you can get a little bit deeper, but you have to be really, really limber in that side body to be able to do that comfortably and safely. So let's just keep this hand down on the thigh. All right, lifting the right arm up, melting the right arm down, pressing that right hand against our leg, lifting left arm up, over the side. Nice deep breaths here, feeling that nice stretch in our side body. Again, if you want to, you can cross the arm over, but this is going to give you a little bit more stability in the pose. I have cats all over the place right now. All right, lifting up, melting that arm down. Awesome. We're going to do a little side step, right? So just stepping side to side, step, point, point. You can swing your arms a little bit. We just really want to get all these muscles loosened up. Give it a little bounce. Just have fun with it. All right, bringing those feet again nice and wide. Lowering forward over our legs. We're going to grab each elbow with our opposite hand, making a rectangle shape with our arms. Really letting the head and the back fully release forward, hanging nice and heavy. We're going to swing side to side. Really feeling that tension in the back and in the spinal column releasing. Feeling any pressure in the neck or in the shoulders releasing. Really just letting go of everything here. Reaching over towards the left leg. Lifting that left arm up towards the sky. Nice gentle twist in the spine here. Looking up towards that lifted hand. Lowering the left arm down. Let's reach towards the right leg. Lifting that right arm up, gentle twist in the spine, looking up towards that right lifted hand. Lowering the hand down, bringing our hands back into the center, bending our legs, slowly rolling up to a standing position. All right. We're going to be facing vertically on the mat, facing sideways. You can actually face whatever way you want, but. All right, let's take our hands into prayer at the heart center. Feeling our feet pressing down into the mat. Again, toes spreading out. Balls of the feet, heels pressing down into the mat. Feeling balanced. Feeling centered, feeling grounded, feeling connected. Starting to flex those abdominal muscles here. Nice, strong core. All right, let's take a deep breath in. Circle our arms up above our head. As we exhale, diving forward over our legs, giving those knees a slight bend. Lifting our arms and our chest up, arms going straight out in front of us. Sinking deep down into our chair pose here. Tucking our tailbone under. You don't want to be sticking the booty out too far, so tucking that under. Nice straight back here. Those arms are fully extended in front of us. Nice and strong. Taking a deep breath in, stretching those legs straight, lifting our arms up above our head. As we exhale, diving forward over the legs, giving the knees a slight bend. Lifting our arms and our chest straight up, being mindful of the position of your body. Nice, strong, activated core here, feeling that strength and that power building in the thighs, building in the calves. Deep breath in, lifting up. Exhaling, diving forward, bending those knees. Lifting the arms and the chest straight up into that nice, strong chair pose. Really feeling yourself building strength and balance here. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, diving forward, but knees bent. Lifting back up into our chair pose. Inhaling up. Exhaling, diving forward. Knees bend. Lifting up into chair. Inhaling up. Exhaling forward, knees bent. Lifting up into chair. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, diving forward. Lifting up into chair. Last one, make it a good one. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, diving forward over those legs. Lifting up into our chair pose, 2 holds. Nice deep breaths here. Remember why we're here. We're building strength, we're building power, we're building balance. You can come up onto your toes here if you want. This one's really tricky to balance with. You kind of need strong ankles and strong feet too. So you can stay down if you'd like, or you can lift up. Whatever floats your boat. Keep holding nice deep breaths. You're almost there. Deep, deep breaths, feeling that strength building in the muscles, energy shooting out of those fingertips. You're almost there. All right, taking a deep, deep, deep breath in, and exhaling to release the position. Woohoo, we did it. Shake those arms and those legs out. Getting any tension out of those arms, out of those legs, out of our body. Tension-free zone. All right, let's get into some more balance building. So again, we're back here, feet hip width apart, taking a moment, planting our feet into the mat, grounding ourselves, finding our balance here. Nice, strong, tight, activated core. Roots growing out of the bottoms of our feet, anchoring us deep into the earth. Bring that imagery into it. It really helps. Our hands at prayer at the heart center. Thumbs pressing into the middle of our chest here. Let's take a few deep breaths before we get started. I know I'm sure out of breath. You can probably feel your heart beating against your hands through your chest. Get that heart rate up. But let's let it drop a little bit now. Bringing that heart rate down. Letting the body relax a little bit more. All right, we're going to transfer our weight onto the left leg. Find your balance here. You need to drop the toe a couple of times to figure out where you are. Perfectly fine. So take your time coming to this position. Now we're going to swing our leg forwards and backwards. You can move the chest too, or you can kind of stay up straight. Have fun with it. You can bring your leg out to the side. You can make a little circle. Doesn't have to be like ballet style, but have fun with it. Really just do whatever you want. This is so we can find our balance while we're moving, do a little swimmy. So if we can keep our balance while we're moving around, it's going to be a lot easier to keep our balance in plank, in arm balances, in standing balances. So that's why I love this exercise, because it's fun. You can be creative with your movement. It's a really good one for building balance. So now we're going to transfer that weight over to the right foot. Again, feeling our toes spreading out, Feet pressing deep into the mat. If you're good with imagery, if that helps you, envision those roots growing out of the bottoms of your feet, through the floor, through the earth's crust. Use it to your advantage, whatever helps you. So once you've found your balance here, again, you can start to move. Now circle your legs, do whatever. Get creative, have fun. All right, so again, shake our legs out. And now we're gonna come into some standing balances. So take a few deep breaths. Bring our hands into prayer at the heart center. Pressing the bottom of our left foot into the right ankle. Nice, strong, tight core, strong, tight legs. Flexing those muscles, finding our balance. Once you're ready here, you can slowly work your foot up the leg. You can find any spot in the room that doesn't move to focus your attention on, focus your visual field on. That really helps keep the balance. Right, slowly lowering that foot down. Let's try on the opposite side, lifting the right foot up, pressing the bottom of our foot against the ankle. Taking your time here, plant yourself into the mat before you start moving. Take your time, it's no rush, it's no race. Just make sure you found your balance. Find that point in the room to focus on so you can have a spot. And whenever you feel ready, slowly working that foot all the way up the leg, closer to the thigh. Common misconception is that your foot has to be all the way up. That's not true. It can be anywhere on your leg. It doesn't matter where your foot is. Just try to avoid taking your leg with your hand and sticking your foot to your thigh. It's better if you just kind of work your way up. And if this is where you are, this is where you are. All right, let's lower that foot back down. Let's give it a few more circles with the hips. Come bend your knees. All right, let's really bend those knees. I'm gonna slightly turn out my feet. Of course, you can keep on pointing forward if you want, but this is probably gonna be a little bit more comfortable here. Hands into prayer at the heart center. Tailbone tucked under. Let's give some pulses here. Nice deep breaths, keeping that breath circulating through the lungs, circulating through the body. That's gonna give some energy to our muscles. That's gonna help some of that muscle fatigue. That's gonna help some of that soreness. So nice deep breaths, sending that breath to your thighs. Still keeping that core nice and tight and activated. Just bouncing a little bit. Let's sink deep. All right, nice tiny bounces now that we're down here. Again, deep, deep breaths. Don't give up on me. Keep going. You are stronger than you think. Let's build some strength and some power. Let's grasp that warrior goddess energy. God or goddess. All right, one more sink deep. We're almost there. All right, let's release. Shake those legs out. And grab a sip of water if you haven't already. I just realized I haven't had any water. All right, so we're coming down with that. Let's chill out a little bit. Start to unwind, start to cool down. Let's do a little squat. All right. From here, we're going to be stepping our right leg forward. Coming into a lunge, step the left foot back. Just a little lunge. Dropping that back knee down to the mat. Very light pressure on that back knee. Our knees are sensitive, our kneecaps kind of float around, and they're just held there by, tendons and ligaments, so be gentle with your knees. Let's lift the right hand up, giving that back a little twist. Lowering our right hand back down to the mat. We're going to send our hips backwards, stretching our front leg straight, picking those toes up off of the mat. Reaching forward over our leg, tucking that chin inwards towards our chest, because we also want to be stretching our muscles in our neck all the way down our back. So if we're lifted up, we're not really stretching anything. If we're curling down, all those muscles get stretched, and we actually get more of a stretch in our hamstrings too. So it's just all around better. So always keep your head tucked when you're reaching forward. All right, bending that front leg, sinking back down into that lunge, tuck the toes under in the back, lift that back knee up, back into our original low lunge. Now we're going to be stepping the left foot forward towards our right. Just stay right here, because now we're going to be stepping the right leg backwards into a low lunge. Also, you just want to make sure that your front knee is either slightly behind or right above the front ankle. If you go too far forward, you can pull muscles, tear tendons and stuff. You just don't want to do that. So definitely be careful here. Be mindful. Listen to your body. Drop that back knee down. Very light pressure on the knee. All right, lift the left arm up. Little twist in the back. Lowering the left hand back down to the mat. Tucking our toes under. Oh, nope, sorry, I lied. Sending the hips backwards, stretching the front leg straight, picking those toes up off of the mat, reaching forward, tucking that chin inwards towards the chest. Nice deep breaths here, sending all that oxygen all over our body to all of our muscles. All right, let's bend the front leg, sinking back into that lunge. Tuck the toe under, lift the knee up. Step that right leg inwards towards the left. If you can just kind of sit back. Or if that's too much, kind of drop the knees. You know your body. Do your thing, come into a seated position. I'm gonna bend the legs here, give them a hug. Take some deep breaths. Good, we're kind of bringing that heart rate back down. We want our heart rate to come all the way down to our resting heart rate. All right, let's scoot forward towards the end of our mat. Slowly rolling down, vertebrae by vertebrae, until our back is fully resting and relaxing against the mat. Let everything loosen up. Work those muscles into the mat. You can go back and forth a little bit on the hips. Just helping everything to loosen up and to relax. Let's lift both of those feet off of the mat, stretching our legs straight up towards the ceiling, pointing and flexing our feet. Getting some of that blood and that lymph to drain down the legs back towards our heart center, increasing circulation. Let's circle the feet. Opening up our legs into a wide angle shape. You can either have your hands on the outside for a little bit extra support, kind of holding your legs up with your hands. Or if you want extra stretch, take your hands to this middle, to the inner thigh. Like, what word is that? Take your hands to the inner thigh and just gently press down on the inner thigh. Okay, let's bend our legs. We're going to keep our feet up towards the ceiling. Coming into a happy baby pose, grab at any point on your legs or your feet, wherever your hands feel comfortable grabbing. That's where you shall grab. Nice deep breaths here, helping those hips open up. Pressing the bottoms of our feet together, still keeping our legs lifted up off the mat. Closing our legs together, giving them a hug, gently rocking side to side. I call this one the yoga mat back massage. Releasing our arms out to either side of our body. Slowly lowering our legs over towards the right side, Allowing the legs to fully rest on the mat, on the floor. You can lift the opposite shoulder up and kind of go on your side if that's more comfortable for you. Whatever it takes to get those legs fully resting on the floor. Slowly lifting our legs back up into the center and over towards the other side. Slowly lifting our legs back up into the center. Give those legs another hug. Show your legs some love. Slowly releasing the arms down to the mat. Slowly stretching our legs straight down. Letting everything fully rest and relax against the mat. The eyes are gently closed. Those tiny muscles in our face are all soft and relaxed, not holding any tension in the jaw or in the forehead. Our shoulder blades pressing into the mat. Our hips sinking down. Our arms and our legs laying heavy against the mat, against the floor. Allowing yourself to stay here for the next few minutes in this Savasana meditation. Allowing the mind to be completely clear from any thoughts. Allowing you to be present and in the moment. Allowing your mind to heal. Bringing some clarity. Allowing our physical body to be still. Bringing some healing into our body. Giving ourselves this opportunity to fully release anything negative we might be holding on to. Giving ourselves this moment to welcome healing energy and love into our mind, body, and spirit. Whenever you're ready, slowly rolling onto your side. And at your own pace, slowly rising up into a seated position, keeping those eyes closed. Take a nice deep breath in. And let it out with a big sigh. Namaste. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for subscribing and liking my videos and commenting and showing me so much love. I really do appreciate it. And if you want to see anything else for videos, just let me know. I'm always open to advice, recommendations, feedback, and requests. So thank you very much. Check the links down in the description box. I'm on Instagram and Facebook and everything else too. So definitely check out my other resources that I have for you guys. So with much love, have a beautiful day. See you in the next video.